Hey, how's everybody doing today? Today we are going over data structures. In simple terms, data structures are how you're able to store and retrieve data in a computer program. There are many types of different data structures, but they all have similar functions such as inputting data, processing data, maintaining data, and retrieving data. So you might be asking, how come there are different data structures if they all pretty much do the same thing? And this is a very good question to ask. Some data structures are better at searching or sorting in a certain way, the way that data is connected or aligned with one another. Another reason for having different data structures has to do with the memory allocation. Some data structures use static memory allocation, meaning that it has kind of a fixed amount of memory that it uses, and others use static memory allocation, meaning that you can change it. It's not just one fixed number. And another reason to why we have different data structures is that certain data structures can get certain tasks done faster and more efficiently. So now, since we've kind of gone over why we have different data structures, why is it important to learn data structures? Data structures are one of the core concepts of computer science. Okay, it does not matter which language you are programming in. It could be Java, C++, Python, or whatever language you're thinking about programming in. But they all have one thing in common, is that they utilize these universal data structures. For example, on a basic scale, arrays, you could be using an array in Python and Java. Even though they're completely different languages, and the way of actually programming and setting up an array and initializing an array may be different, behind the scenes the same thing is still happening. You're still able to access data the same way, data is stored the same way, so it doesn't matter the programming language. The data structures work the exact same way. Mastering your knowledge of data structures will make it a lot easier for you to be able to solve different programming problems. Some of the most common data structures are sets, maps, queues, stacks, linked lists, and binary trees, and the list goes on. There are even data structures that are combinations of other data structures. So a little bit of recap of what we went over today. Data structures are just a way of organizing data. Without data structures, there would be no way to really access this data and change the data and whatever it may be. It would just be one big blob of ones and zeros. Along with this, data structures are universal. A lot of people, they get hung up on learning a certain language, or they think they shouldn't learn a certain language, but really what's more important is knowing your data structures and being able to utilize these data structures. So when you do decide to learn a new language, you already know how the data structure works, and it just makes your time a lot easier, and being able to learn that language, you're a lot more efficient with it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video today. This video is a little bit of an introduction to a YouTube series I'm going to be doing, where I'm just teaching beginners the different data structures that are important to know. The series is going to be completely conceptual. I'm not going to be implementing it with certain languages. I really just want to teach the concepts of the data structures and how they work, so it can be applicable to whatever language you might be learning it on. If you're able to learn the concepts of data structures, then you will be able to apply it to any language that you come across. So if you enjoyed this video, please feel free to leave a like. Also, if you're interested in seeing more programming content in the future, please feel free to subscribe. Anyways, guys, y'all have a good one.